Hi, friends. I'm Mahesh Golani, back again. Thank you for liking my YouTube videos, my views, and subscribing. Of course, I would want more subscribers, but only if you watch my video from the beginning to the end. Uh, I would also like to know how you like my videos. Today's topic, friends, I'm addressing both men and women, is very tough but very relevant today. The subject is men are better at parenting than women. Okay, now I am concluding my views here, which means when I say men are better, that means I have come to a kind of a point where I am making a statement like this. Now, this is based on two, three, four people who I have interacted with and also watched their interviews and their theories and their conclusions at research that they did. Notable amongst them are Lorraine and Barnes, who's in Trinity Wellness College in St. Louis, and then there is Carly Manley, who's from the California. Carly Manley is a psychotherapist, and Barn is a psychologist. And also, there is this theory from New York University. And joining all this together, I have formed an opinion that men are better than women in parenting. And in today's world, more so, because today we are at home. So men are at home, women are at home or sometimes outside. But men have also proved to be good at parenting. Earlier, friends, 150 years, 200 years back, it was followed that a man will go and earn money out. He will have to go work and a woman has to look after the home. But over the years, these theories have changed, and today, women are also working and women are going out, and some women are at home, but many women that I know are also going out, and they are quite happy if the man is looking after the children. But we are discussing those divorced couples who the child has gone to, say in this case, if the child has been taken over by a man, because let me tell you here also that judges are now, earlier they were reluctant, judges are now giving the custody of the child to even fathers, because there are many reasons for that. And even today, women are more welcoming to giving the custody of the child to the father. If she, because working women are smarter, they see the world, so they are giving custody to the father. Earlier, women would not allow to take revenge on the man, would not allow that the child custody should be given to a man, or even the visiting right should be limited. But in today's world, when separation, divorce is become very common, it's better that we accept certain things. Now, I will not go into details, but I'll give you some points where it's seen that men are better. And women who disagree with me, please follow my the points that I'm giving, about 12, 14 points. And after that, you can say whatever. But I must agree that when the child is dependent on his mother, which means he is fed food by the mother, he goes on the mother's milk, maybe 1 year, 2 year, 3 years. Till then, of course, the child is better off with the mother. But I'm talking about children who are 7 and above. Today, if you tell a child of 7, okay, you are a child, in Hindi, like they say, bacha, he would take it as an abuse, because children today are very intelligent. Thanks to the digital world and the mobile and other things, they are very intelligent. And they also are good from the age 7 onwards to decide what's good for them. Now, the subject, men are better than women in parenting. The very first point that I see is that men are good at playing. Men are good at playing with children. Men play with children. They are ready to play anything. They are ready to play tough games. They are ready to play jumping. They are ready to play the games like wrestling, kabaddi, or running down the stairs, coming up, or even lifting the child, throwing the child up. These are the games, and men are better at that. Look, I'm not saying women aren't, but women have reasons not to be so playful, which I'll discuss later. Point number 2 is men, which means dads, papas, are funnier. And they can tell jokes. So when they are funnier, which means they take life very lightly. If there is humor, if the child is peed in his pants or in her pants, he finds quite humorous and jokes about it. But the mother will get a little uptight about it, and why? You should know better and things like that. So papas are kind of jokers that way. A child listens to the father more. He gives an ear to a dad, maybe because of a strong voice, maybe because when he can change his voices, and from the volume or the texture of the voice, the child understands and becomes attentive, more attentive than the woman's voice, which is a certain scale all the time. And the child takes it for granted. And a father can even alter the voice immediately. So that works in his advantage. Dads teach children to more to win. Somehow, dads have that tendency that they would like a child to be a winner anyway. They don't want them to be losers. They want them, to come first or second or third. But mothers, women may hear probably, and which is quite right also, that having taken part in the sport is better than winning. But here, men want their child to win, which is good because he has that way of bringing him up. You can practice with him, can give a lot of time, and again, give him time to relax. Men actually allow children to push boundaries. To this, therefore, allows the child to grow and become independent. I will not again add here that women don't do that. This is my view, and this is how I'll continue now. Dads are better at fixing stuff. If something has gone wrong, maybe in a child, in the house, in the car, in the cycle, in the child's cycle, for instance, he would repair the chains himself, but the mother will probably get worried, women get worried, and would have to call a mechanic who is not easily available. The social competence in the competence in social life of a child which is reared by a man is better. Girls in this case also. Dads can be a very good help to hold their children from going into alcohol or drugs. There's a reason for it. A man may have gone into alcohol or drugs, so therefore knows the harmful effect and can explain better than a woman who would just tell him or her not to do this because it's not good. But a father will lead by examples, or tell by examples, or storytelling. Women have an idealized role to adhere to. That is the pressure of reaching unrealistic parenting standards, and they make the child go through a lot of exercises that they should adhere to these rules, whereas men don't follow any rule. That's the way it is. Women are multitasking, there is no doubt about it, but men actually just go on the basic need. They want to see their child what he or she is good at, and will probably follow and allow the child to grow only in that talent. But a man would not want his or his child to be multitasking. It's not good only to study, but you must be good in this, or you must be good in music, you must be good in drawing, and you must be good in sports. Father allows that flexibility. I can see many of you disagreeing with me, but it's okay. It is my view and it is my conclusions, but you can differ. Now, daughters learn from their papa to have healthy relationship with the opposite sex. The girls who play around with their fathers are used to the stubble of their father, and they are used to the roughness of their fathers. So when they are dating a guy or so they are not surprised. They know it. So in a way, it helps them. Women can't do that. And when a father, the man is parenting, the boy is also growing up being less violent, because they learn to channel their masculinity and strength also in many ways. And it's out of place to mention here that a father can teach a son proper hygiene as far as body is concerned. A mother wouldn't know that, perhaps. So, most of the fathers in many parts of the world take their son for a bathing session, and both strip to the bare, and a son sees the father and knows exactly what he's going to grow up to be. So it's easier for a boy there again. Men will never modify their language. Like a child speaks a certain language. Like if a child says, I don't want to go there. So a father is less likely to correct him in this language speaking, and probably will answer him back also. Ote, you don't want to do. No jokes, huh? And but a mother, a woman, would probably want that. Why are you talking like this? You should be, speaking like this. And probably you will go to doctors and psychologists to say, why is my son speaking or my daughter speaking like this? And and would want to correct. And mothers challenge the child all the time. And a woman wants the linguistic skills in a girl or a boy, a child. Whereas I must tell you that men are from Mars and women are from Venus. You must know that. So men at linguistic skills are a little dull when as a child, and a father will not push him there. Now, to sum it all, because my video is getting longer, A child which is parented by a man is a happy child than a child parented by a mother. Maybe because the pressures, because a woman by nature has to think a lot of things. If she is playing with a child or studying, she knows that, at 10 o'clock he's supposed to sleep, or tomorrow morning he has homework to do. And, she starts thinking, and that brings stress in her. Men are less likely to think about tomorrow. They are more today. And if I add more to it, you probably will think that I am sexually biased, And before you start thinking, I think this is all, and these are the reasons why I think men are better. And let me tell you, the courts are also now deciding that earlier that women were better at parenting a child and making him grow up to be 18. Now views have changed, courts are changing, and thank God for that. So as long as civilization is there, and as long as we have fights amongst countries, fights amongst people, fights amongst father and son, father and daughter, and brothers and sisters, and husband and wife, we have courts. So we had earlier only police courts, then they went into civil courts. Because these solutions were not found, they went to higher courts, and then we had the Supreme Court. So the disputes will always be there, but we will have to find the middle path, the best path. So friends, I am, again, summing it up, men are better than women in parenting. Please like my video if you've liked it. I can see many of them doing this, especially 90% of the women probably will not agree with me, but it's okay. Sometimes it's okay to say what you want to say. And I have said this, and you may have reasons to disagree with me, but do like my videos, subscribe to my videos, because this might be a subject which is very controversial, but I talk on all subjects. And my next subject again will be little controversial, but I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag, because already here I've opened up the can of worms. I don't want too many insects around. Bye-bye. This is Mahesh Golani signing off today.